It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Sacramento Kings. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Kings. Down in the bottom of the conference, fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reason.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Achua. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Westbrook against Ball. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. It's hauled in by Achua. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Sacramento. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook off target from the wing. And here is Ball. 33 points last game. Pass to Bridges. It's hauled in by Achua. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for him.
And I like the pass from Westbrook there, wanting to hit the guys right in their spots.
You know, Richard, the Sacramento Kings are an organization that has faced heavy criticism for their decision-making.
Look at the players they've missed out on the draft. the stars that they've traded away, as well as the coach that they fired. Short-term thinking has done major damage to their long-term success, if any.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And it's Westbrook again missing. Levine against Miller. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In second, the Hornets.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
And the Hornets making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Westbrook finds Achua. Back to Westbrook. Shoots it up. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants to rob, especially near the rim.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Outside, Levine. Pass to Achua. Sacramento moving it around. A dunk by Achua.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Westbrook with the steal. And now let's send it. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
Good instincts, quick hands. That's how Westbrook gets the ball and starts the break.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Sexton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Westbrook, here we go. Got a hand on it.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Kings leading now by 3. And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And some changes here for the Kings. Here's Schroeder. And the layup is good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Pass to Knippel. Shoots a fader. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Saric. And here's Schroeder. Saric passes to Eubanks. Just 5 to shoot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fight.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clifford. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. 26 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Now here's Schroeder. No good on the triple. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Kings on top. They're up by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Sacramento.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the floor for Sacramento, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Monk. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Zach LaVine. It's Clifford at the forcing.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
LaVine against Green. LaVine gets it over to Schroeder. Diabate grabs the board. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to Indiana. Sexton the pass to James. Tries from the block. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Kings. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Injecting energy into his team. That is what Malik Monk does.
So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside, LaVine. The shot. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Green launches it from deep. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. LaVine with it. Now Green defending. LaVine's shot is off. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And that one is good. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for the Hornets. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Number 5 is LaMelo Ball.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best.
Now, here's DeRozan. Hasn't made one yet.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Westbrook with it. He's covered by Ball. And that one's good. Westbrook.
This guy can put you in a spin cycle faster than anybody. Westbrook out here just breaking ankles.
Outside, Levine. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Sharp. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, when things aren't going your way, it's tough to stick it out. So I applaud them for hanging in there.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, team. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Kevin?
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Levine, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And it's good for two. And the Kings lead by 3.
He's got moves in close. There's a reason Westbrook likes to get in there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes for Charlotte. Salon's checked in, and it's Knipple in for Josh Green. And a change for Sacramento. Achua's checked in. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Frank, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Malik Monk. Here's Ball. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Schroeder passes to Westbrook. Off target with his 3. For Charlotte, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. That one drops for him. Now it's a 3-point Hornets lead. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Schroeder outside. Good ball movement here by the Kings. DeRozan gets the bucket.
A rare 3 for DeMar DeRozan. He's a different type of wing. He would much rather step in and knock down the mid-range too.
Out to the wing. Here's Knipple. And it comes off the front of the rim. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. DeRozan against Ball. DeRozan, that's good. DeRozan's got his second bucket tonight.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Count that bucket. DeRozan's got 7 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestants.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Charlotte trailer. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Pass to Miller. Up and in on the layup. Miller's got the lead up to 3 now for Charlotte.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days. And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to DeRozan from past the arc. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Knipple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine wide open. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Ball no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Levine double team. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
As pure of a scorer as you will find in this league, DeRozan finds way to just score points night in, night out.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Again, ball missing.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Total confidence. Westbrook doesn't think, he just shoots.
Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Westbrook with it. 6 points for him. There's a good screen. DeRozan for 3. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. Here's Miller. That shot misses. Nice D from Levine. Outside DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Knipple. Miller with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Shots good by Miller.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Westbrook. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Inside, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 3-point Hornets lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Monk outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
Every time Monk steps up and knocks down a 3, it just looks so effortless.
Ball no good. Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. There's the steal. To the inside. Bridges misses. Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Westbrook, Levine for 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
In the corner, it's Monk. Sacramento again missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Ball no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Those and dishes to Levine. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in. And Josh Green subbed in for Knipple. .29 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder looking over the floor. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Well, he is tough to contain.
3 seconds left. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Hornets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Kings. Monk is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Drew Eubanks. It's Clifford at the 4. And it's Sexton penetrating. They kick it out to Green. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
For 3, LaVine. The Hornets pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Ball with the bucket.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The Kings trail by 6. Here's Levine. Schroeder finds Levine. Buries it down low.
One reason Levine has been an all-star, Zach can be the playmaker or the scorer.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Takes a three. Clifford pulls it in.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is... Nice finish. Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Sexton for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Levine's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Sacramento. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying, all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
The Kings have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The shot's good from Monk.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's stolen by Monk.
Right here.
Here's Schroeder, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Kings lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Levine double team. Oh, what a finish!
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Another shot. Sexton. Outside ball. Shoots the three. The shot is off.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Hornets trail by 8. Ball fired. The putback.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that
Absolutely. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Sexton. Launches it. And it misses. DeRozan's gone just 2 of 7 from long range. And that one is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Here's Westbrook. All alone. Can't get it.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
DeRozan. He gets it to go.
This is how DeRozan is wired. If you let him, oh, this man will light you up, and he's had a big night.
Hornets trail by 7. Miller. And get the 3. Ball against Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Now Achua. Zach LaVine. The three is off. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Ball. Another chance. That's in there.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
Outside, DeRozan takes the three. Does not go. And so here's Charlotte. Miller knocks down the three.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
DeRozan.
All of that experience coming together. DeRozan knows when his team needs a bucket, he's the one.
Oh, good on the layup. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. And the Hornets call time here. There's 21 seconds left in the game. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Zach LaVine taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
It falls!
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw. No good that time. He really wanted that one.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's LaVine. And the 3 misses. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Outside in the perimeter, LaVine and DeRozan. And then there's Precious Achua. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And for Sacramento, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. No good from three.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
To take the lead, the shot misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Westbrook with a screen for Levine. Outside Westbrook. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
Now Miller. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. It's off target. The Kings leading with the floater. And they double up DeRozan, and the foul called on Brandon Miller. And that'll be his third foul so far. Lays it in off the window.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Bridges, Miller. The putback, another chance here. Not that time. It won't go. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's DeRozan. It's tipped. Bridges fires. DeRozan pulls it down. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
Ball. Going to work down low.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Here's DeRozan. The shot is good.
This is why you involve DeRozan in pick and rolls. He just knows how to execute off them, just so smooth.
And it doesn't go. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ball. Let's lose a 3. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. The 3 goes down.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. LaMelo, the long shot, no good, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
So the Kings win it. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks so much. DeMar, a big-time road win for you guys. How were you able to get it done?
We came out aggressive on both ends. We knew it was going to be tough. It's a great team. We understood if we came in here and played with the intensity that we know how to play with, we could walk out of here with a victory.
You matched that intensity. Congrats on the win.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And here's a look at some numbers for Darius Garland.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Tyson in at the 3 slot. And for Washington, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Chris Middleton is out there with Keyshawn George. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Sarr in at center, filling out the middle. And Tim, on paper, this is a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
Here's Garland, outside for Mitchell. And the basket's good, off the assist from Garland.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
There's Young with the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, B.A., but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Now here's Mobley, and that one's good.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Here's Sarr, and the shot falls short that time.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Tyson. And a miss there on the triple. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 ball. And Young the bucket on the assist by Sarr. Young's got 8 points. And here's Mitchell. Last game with 30. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The answer from Mitchell. A 3 of his own.
Here's Young. Driving to the basket. And the layup is good. 10 points for him.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Mobley outside. From downtown. And Cleveland another three.
And how about the fast shot by Mobley? Didn't need much time to get it in the air.
It's George on the wing. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, came out with a victory.
An incredible fourth quarter response. It showed this team's character. I mean, they stunned everyone.
A different look for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Tyson, and it's Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell. Merrill outside. Back to Hunter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Sarr. The rebound by Allen.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. The Wizards trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
And making the game just look easy. Allen is a fantastic alley-oop target given his length and timing.
It's stolen by Garland. Merrill outside. Outside Hunter. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. Hunter's got his second basket on the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
To stop the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Merrill. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bagley's checked in for Sarr. Champagnie comes in for Chris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for George. And it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. And Cleveland has possession following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Merrill. Guarded by Young. And it's in there.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Bagley. Over Bryant. Back to Young. Here's Bagley. Softly drops in the floater.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Pass to Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And so it's Cleveland closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Wizards trail by 7. All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. Then there's Sam Merrill. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Tomlin in at the 4. Now here's Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Johnson. Washington has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Merrill, continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Champagny. Offensive rebound. Here's Bagley. Tries again. And he lays it in. Bagley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Wade misses. Wizards trail by 6. And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions. He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Tomlin. Garland comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ball in for Merrill. Young with the bucket.
Well, if you're a fan of Trae Young, you have loved all of this. What a night he's had.
Pass to Wade. Now Hunter. Garland for 3. Fires in the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Young on the drive. And he lays it up and in. Young's got 18 points in the game.
Young sneaking into the lane right there, showing you he's a legitimate 3-level scorer.
Ball passes to Garland. There's the drive. Pass to Ball. Shoots over Young. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Hunter can't get it to go. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 5. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Now here's Nance. Yet to see a basket. Ball. Baseline jumper right on the money.
And how about the agility of Ball? Being quick and precise with his movements.
Young, the pass to Middleton. Back to Young. Left side Bagley. And Ball's over to help. The shot's good. Give him 8 points now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
So for Washington, Sars checked in for Bagley, and it's George in for Johnson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Mobley comes in for Wade. Tyson, he's checked in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Ball.
And we know Trae Young will hurt you from deep, but when he's getting inside and scoring around the rim, it just makes him that much more difficult to contain.
Now here's Garland. In his last outing, 16 points for him. 1:19 left in the first half of this game. Here's Young. Cray with a physical finish.
Yeah, for a smaller guard, Young is very skilled at taking the hit and converting regardless.
Allen a screen. Here's Tyson. Still without a bucket. Double team on Mobley. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Graham?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, Mobley better get used to getting to the line, especially with his style of play.
That one's no good. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, PA, this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Coulibaly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Garland looking around. Pass to Allen. Shoots over Sarr. Tipped. Young from long range. Oh, Young. He's money from deep.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Wizards out in front, up by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. And they made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hey folks, halftime here, and it's been the Trae Young show through the first half.
He's on the floor to do one thing right now, make threes. And man, he's done it tonight. That's why he's so valuable to this team, provides spacing. How many threes you're going to hit in the second half? Stay tuned, we shall see.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Washington leading by 4. Chris Middleton is out there with Alexander Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George. And it's Young in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. Here's Mitchell following the bucket by the Wizards. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. George finds Young. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Garland. Lets it go from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Washington's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Mitchell. Deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more. Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Coach Kenny Atkinson hit the ground running last year with the Cavaliers. He said Donovan Mitchell gave him the blueprint, adding, Mitchell told me our next step is empowering Evan, and me and Darius Garland can be great together. So there's no reason we can't be. So a lot of it came from him. He had a grip on where his team needed to go. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Sarr passes to Young. Back to Sarr. Over Allen. And Sarr with the basket. On the assist by Young. Young's got his third assist of the night. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mobley. He's got 6 to the paint. From 7, here's Allen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Sarr.
And it's a good thing to see Allen trying to score more. When he does that, he attracts the defense's attention.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Outside Koulibaly. The 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Here's Young. Count it, and the foul. That one's on Darius Garland.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace them up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands. What a weapon for a coach to have offensively. Trae Young has shown himself to be an engine for an offense with his shooting and his distribution.
Wizards leading by 3. George passes to Young. Back to George. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. There's Young with the 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Merrill. Koulibaly defending. Merrill, that's good. Merrill's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Washington. Cleveland also making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Hunter comes in for Tyson. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Garland. The Cavs trailing. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by Middleton.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game. Ball, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Cleveland substitution. Number 2.
Sar down low. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Mitchell, the pass to Ball. Merrill outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Merrill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
George with the bucket.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
The three from Mitchell. No luck on that one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team. And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Here's Mitchell following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass the ball. Hunter on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards leading by 3. To the middle. Kicks it to George. Mitchell grabs a miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Ball. And there's the drive. And Ball throws it down.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
The fadeaway. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Sar. And again, Washington, no good.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Ball passes to Mitchell. And Cleveland another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Cleveland on top, up 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Ball. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Merrill in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Carrington, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. And so it's Cleveland with it. 3-point lead. Ball passes to Hunter. Here's Wade. Oh, sweet move. The rebound by the Wizards. Here's Young. And again, it's Washington.
Yeah, that's just supreme confidence there from Young on that mid-range.
Ball passes to Wade. And here's Merrill. Outside Mitchell. Takes the 3. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
The Cavs have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Cleveland again missing. Washington has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. That one is off.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Pass to Wade, puts up a 3, and Young pulls it down. Washington trailing. For 3. Washington again can't hit.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Back to Ball. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Sarge checked in for Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for Champagny. George, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Koulibaly in for Carrington. Cleveland also making some changes. Travers checked in for Merrill. And Darius Garland subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Wade. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
Ball against Young. To tie it up. Travers with a rebound. Cleveland leading by 3. To the inside. Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. George! Ball there for the rebound. Cleveland leading by 5. Now Hunter. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
And Young has got the ball here for the Wizards.
And Young is going to fight you for every inch out there. He's a smaller guy, but he knows how to get to the line.
Free throw's good. Young, a big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. Mobley comes in for Hunter. Tyson, he's checked in for Travers. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ball. Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
And Young, here we go. Look at Young on the offensive.
Yeah, and it was obvious Young is the guy you would go to right there. He is so efficient even when the defense knows he's the one that's going to take the shot.
Free throw's good. Young.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Mitchell outside. Mobley deciding where to go with it. For 3. Koulibaly with the rebound. Wizards trail by 3. Middleton with it. Picked up by Allen. Young. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Mobley.
And what can't this guy do? Mobley with a massive bucket.
Washington has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Cleared away by Mobley. The Cavaliers lead by 5. And Bilal Koulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now Mobley. Using the glass to lay it in.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Young fires! Misses the 3!
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
From downtown, Allen rips down the board.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Mobley. Ready off the pass, he lays it in.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Oh, it's off! And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Oh! Oh, the stuff!
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Trae Young. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Getting to the line more since his career has gone on. Garland, a deployable free throw shooter.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
Oh, yeah! That's good! So it's the Cavaliers now. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
So it's Cleveland winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's reveal our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We take a look at the 76ers. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build on the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for Milwaukee, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season, unfortunately, for the wrong reason.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid, just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
From deep, Maxey. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right side, Green. Oubre with the steal. Pass to Maxey. Back to Oubre. Here's Embiid. Giannis grabs the miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Porter against Maxey. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now, here's Maxey. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. And here's Green outside, and the Bucks miss again. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
And it's Green missing. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here he goes. McCain, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
And here's Green outside. Pass to Rollins. Over McCain. They get it again. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Trains the three-pointer. Maxey's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Pass to Rollins. Lets the three fly. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
34 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The shot by Barlow, no good. Bucks trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here's Maxey. 6 points for him. He takes it in and slam dunk by Maxey.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that.
Oh, that was terrific!
My good.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The 76ers leading by 5. We've got Jared McCain. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Kuzma. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Portis with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
First team foul.
McCain gets a wide open look. No good on the quick 3. Bucks trail by 5. High post try. Misses off the left iron.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Pass to Embiid. Embiid owns the lane.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And it's Trent in the corner. Here's Portis. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Maxey's checked in for Edwards. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Gary Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Trent. Spins. And Grimes has it in the corner. Barlow. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Maxey passes to Barlow. Here's McCain. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin, back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Paul George is checked in for the 76ers. Oubre comes in for Jared McCain.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. From deep, George bangs home the trifecta. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Maxey following the basket by Giannis. Oubre outside. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Clock at 6. The shot by George, wide open. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Wizards. Embiid against Rollins. And here's Giannis from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oubre against Portis. Maxey passes to George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oubre pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 7. Maxey with it. Now Anthony defending. The 76ers with another miss.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Giannis from outside. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
His first shot coming late. The second effort. The rebound by the Bucks. To the paint. He draws iron on the dunk.
And priority number 1 has got to be the...
He got it! Wow! It's good! He did it!
Drained it! Drained it! Whoa!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, they got a lift from their bench. Those guys came in, got the buckets, took some pressure off their starters.
They have contributors up and down that roster. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there at Porter, and it's Green in at the small forward. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Bucks trail by 12. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Philadelphia shooting well. They're at 45%. Down low. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre so quick off the floor.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia. From deep, Green. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. The 76ers leading by 14. Maxey passes to George. Fires for 3. Maxey, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot's good. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Outside for George. Oubre outside. Offensive rebound. Outside, George. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
There are few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. he's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Maxey finds George. The jumper from the free throw line is good. George has got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate his shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
The 76ers leading by 10. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys?"
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And we're going courtside for a report on Joel Embiid. Allie, what's his status?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers was able to update me on the situation. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So guys, he's gonna brave it out.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gary Harris comes in for Green, and Trent subbed in for Rollins.
Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's McCain. Grimes passes to Barlow. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
It's stolen by Edwards. 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And that one falls for McCain. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Gary Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Porter. Here's Barlow. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Giannis. And they get it, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McCain. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Inside, here's Grimes. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jared McCain is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
No good on that one. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Here's Portis after the Sixers pick up 2. Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Embiid, and he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
First one falls for him. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
It's stolen. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Whoa! The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Oh, here's Edwards. No good with the triple. It's Trent on the wing. Over Grimes. Trent can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. one sweet one after another.
And Grimes has it in the corner. Embiid is at the elbow. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. A different look for Milwaukee. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Rollins comes in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Anthony. McCain with the ball, guarded by Porter. Gordon with a screen on Porter. Pass to Bona. Now Gordon. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Giannis missing. The 76ers leading by 23. Here's Grimes. The drive by Gordon. Tries to save it, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Can't get it to go. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Here's Bona, guarded by Porter. Clock at 4. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Bucks trail by 21. From deep, Trent. It's hauled in by Edwards. Here's McCain. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from 14. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Barlow. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
But we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
Well, when you're a seasoned vet, it becomes much harder to get off the floor and challenge shots over time. I think that's what he's going through and why his block averages have dropped.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Anunoby in at the three. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Harden, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Versatile, relentless. James Harden so tough to slow down.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Brunson misses. Now the Clippers with it. Inside. The jump hook. Dunn's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, B.A., because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
Here's Leonard after the basket by New York. It's good.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
And Brunson, here we go. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Hammers the lob through.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Bridges outside. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Good work defensively by Leonard.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Harden with a bucket.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater, good night.
Brunson misses.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time, just won't go.
They get the rebound. Zubac passes to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh my goodness, John Collins with the emphatic finish.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. McBride, he's checked in for Robinson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's McBride. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Harden scanning the floor. Good D by Brunson.
Oh, he missed a chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Stolen by Collins. Leonard's got room. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
McBride on the wing, defended by Dunn. There's a minute 59 left in the first. A nice shot by McBride.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Round of applause. Substitution on the court.
Here's Christie. Pass to Sanders. Takes a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They trail by 7. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Here's Sanders. Let's go with a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Washington outside. Lopez. And the layup is good off the glass.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Brunson passes to Towns. The 3 is up. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Pass to Batum. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for New York. Yabusele comes in for Towns. Kolek comes in for Jalen Brunson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. And here's Lopez. He's covered by Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. And showing some terrific range.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Pass to McBride. Here's Kolek. Anunoby finds Bridges. Hauled in by Brown. Outside Christie. Launches it from deep. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Knicks trail by 10. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Harden, the pass to Christie. Pass to Lopez. Gets the 3 to fall. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Christie. And Doris, the Clippers coach, Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to McBride. And here's Clarkson. Sanders with a rebound. Now here's Christie. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Oh, he misses the dunk. The Clippers lead by 13. Here's Christie, and he drains the quick shot. Christie's got 5.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And then for Los Angeles, Brown, he's checked in for Batum, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Christie. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Zubac, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Brown. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
At this time of the season, Doris, about midway through the schedule, what's the chief concern for most teams?
Well, the priority is always health, right? Teams try to weather the storm of a long season. But the other thing is chemistry, that intangible that maybe you can't define specifically, but when it exists, boy, it's special.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Three-pointer, Harden on target from range. He's got 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And here are the Clippers now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Harden against Brunson. Harden, the pass to Sanders. Down low. Here's Leonard. And that one's good. Nice pass to set him up. Leonard's got 8.
I just love the ball movement.
Knicks trail by 18. Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
Now here's Harden. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's powered home by Towns.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Kolek. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Collins, he's checked in for James Harden.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Brunson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Listen, there are a few guards in this league who can overpower defenders, but Dunn, that rare breed.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Boy, Chris Dunn's willingness to put in the work on his jump shooting and to lean into the defense that gets him on the floor, he has proven to be a valuable rotation piece.
Sinks the tray.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
Here's Dunn. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Brunson. He got a piece of it.
Boy, how about the D from Zubac there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Double team on Leonard. Here's Sanders. He's covered by Clarkson. Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got 11 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And he gets it to go.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
1 second left. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ty Lue, and Coach, your team seems to be dictating the tempo of the game thus far. Are you happy with that aspect right now?
Yes, I think we got to get stops, push the pace, try to get early transition points if we can, and then if not, back it out and run our offense. But we want to play with a high pace and a high energy, and I think our guys are doing a good job with that right now.
They have a pep in their step early. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the New York Knicks.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. And it's Zubats in at the 5.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And Collins with the slam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Hey, yo, right here.
Robinson on the wing. He's guarded by Zubats. Robinson can't hit.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Drains the triple.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
New York, again, can't hit.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Here's a look at some stats for John Collins.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Harden drives in. The 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Brian, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Knicks. Well, James Harden might not be winning MVPs or leading the league in scoring like he used to, Doris, but he can still help you win games.
Oh, BA, he demonstrated that he can command an offense as the lead guard. He can either score it at a high level or he can make sure he's a facilitator for his team. There is no doubt he contributes to winning in a big way.
Now here's Collins, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Brunson with it. He's guarded by Zubats. Brunson missing again.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Pass to Collins. All alone. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
New York, again, can't hit.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Harden finds Collins. To the left wing. Here's Dunn. And Los Angeles, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Here's Sanders. No made baskets yet. Leonard, left side, shoots over Bridges. Shot by Leonard, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Into the lane. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And the Clippers miss again.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Goes back up. And no good. Batum with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Leonard for 3. Again, the miss by Leonard. And New York shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Towns outside. McBride passes to Anunoby. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Sanders. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Basket's good. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Los Angeles shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Now here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Here's Sanders. Pass to Lopez. Outside Christie. Back to Lopez. Fires for 3. And there's Christie. That one's good on the assist by Lopez.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Well, the Knicks shooting only 31% in the game. Towns down low, working on Lopez. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
And here are the Clippers now. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Batum, pass to Sanders. Outside, Brown. lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And the basket by Towns. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
74-37.
Sanders with the bucket. Sanders has got 4 points in the quarter.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that side.
And that one falls for Towns.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is his He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Kohler. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
Lopez, the screen on Bridges. Here's Christie. Drops in the layup for 2.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And Brunson, here we go. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And they're able to recover. New York working the ball around now. The kick out to Brunson. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
Pass to Miller. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. Here's Towns. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
New York making a switch here. McBride's checked in. And here's Brunson from the arc. Here's Robinson. Banked it in off the glass.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
And the Clippers making a change here.
Nick Batum, Washington.
And here are the Clippers now. Outside Christie. To the paint. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And the Clippers have possession after the basket by New York on the other end. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
Clipper substitution, number 14, Sanders.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From the arc. McBride can't get it to go. Here's Sanders. Oh, they get a hand on it. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
I was moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Detroit, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Indiana Pacers. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers.
New notification. Microphone unmuted. Microphone muted.
And it's Siakam in at the 4. And for the Pistons, we've got Reed. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball. Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Over to the wing. Here's Furphy. Indiana again missing. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Charlotte. Cunningham. They get it back. It's stolen by Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. Drives to the hoop. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off target from three-point range.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Indiana's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Count it.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stewart kicks to Reed. Pulls up on the elbow. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And how about we check the numbers for Isaiah Stewart?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, on the heels of star Tyrese Halliburton's unfortunate Achilles tear, the Pacers losing starting center Miles Turner in free agency, this is a team that had boasted tremendous depth. And that depth will be testing what amounts to something of a gap year in Indy.
They'll be challenged for certain. And Shams, we appreciate the report. There's the 3. Tonight, for the 3rd time, he's 0 for 3. The Pistons trail. Pass to Cunningham. From deep. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The drive by Thompson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So fast of foot. On the run, Osir, tough to catch.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And he tries in, and Siakam throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his 2nd make in the first 7 attempts.
Siakam inside. Stewart on him. Here's Furphy. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
That's tipped. Now, Neesmith. His last outing, 16 points for him. Huff, no good. Nembhard against Cunningham. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. For the Pistons, Holland comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Thompson. Walker's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Neesmith. A different look here for Detroit. Jones checked in for Paul Reed. Jaden Ivey comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham. Indiana also making some changes. Potter's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Pascal Siakam.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The first free throw is good. And so Walker nails both of them. Pistons trail by 8. Jenkins can't get it to go.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Nailed from three-point land.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Indiana out in front, up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got Jarris Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. And there's Jackson. And it's Potter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McConnell. And it's off from three-point range. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 11. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The offensive rebound. Lets it go with the 3. Shots good by Jenkins. Jenkins got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pacers leading by 6. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Javonte Green. Asar Thompson comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Back to McConnell. Pass to Siakam. For 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pistons trail by 6. Thompson inside the line. They get it back. Cunningham. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Jackson. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Lock at 6. And he banks in the layup. And the Pacers lead by 8.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Pass to Holland. And here's Thompson. Here is Cunningham. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham making it go in the thick of things.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work. Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Check in for Detroit. Duncan Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. Indiana also making some changes. Ruff's jacked in, and Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. For 3, Siakam. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaches?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
And that one misses. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
He hits the second from the line. And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
Pass to Siakam. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. 6 points for Siakam.
And that shot was well contested, but Siakam's just too tricky for it. It puts his skills to work and able to get to the basket.
And how about now a quick check of the league's assist leaders. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Cade Cunningham is second.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Nembhard with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Furphy, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham kicks to Robinson. Pass to Thompson. In the corner, it's Robinson. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you know Cunningham can hit the three. You've got to guard him out there in the corner.
Pass to Nesmith. Latre. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Cunningham against Nembhard. Cunningham's shot is off. for the three. The shot missing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 2. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, you know, we try. Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 2-point game. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Paul Reed, and it's Thompson in at small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Siakam passes to Nembhard. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist in this one. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best 2-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Here's Furphy. He's covered by Thompson. Nembhard inside the 3-point line. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. The Pistons trailing. Outside Robinson. Reed a screen from downtown. Robinson misses.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Thompson surveying the floor. It's hauled in by Furphy. Indiana leading by 4. Down low, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Robinson passes to Reed. Cunningham outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Huff's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff. Now, here's Siakam. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cunningham finds Stewart, and he makes that one. Stewart's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Huff. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, defensively, they've just looked lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Robinson kicks to Thompson. Here's the triple. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 6 points.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham. And Indiana with the change here, too. Jackson's checked in. Here's Neesmith. 6 points for him. It's Nembhard on the wing. They set the pick. Pass to Furphy. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He may have had too much time to think about.
Robinson dishes to Jenkins. Thompson sets the pick for Jenkins. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better
One
there.
shot. Holland, he's checked in for Reed. And a change for the Pacers. Potter's checked in. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Now Robinson. Jenkins with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in. Jenkins got 5 now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Back to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 4. Robinson kicks to Holland. A 3. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is Robinson at his best. He can really do damage off the catch.
Pass to Neesmith. To the left side wing. Here's Furphy. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nembhard the pass to Potter. On the wing, Jackson. Nembhard for three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Pistons on top, leading by just 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court right now for the Pacers. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. And it's Walker in at the small forward position.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Now, here's Ivy. D right on him. He can't get it to go. To the paint, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Cunningham passes to Holland. Pass to Ivy. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Jackson a screen on Green. Siakam kicks to McConnell. Back to Walker. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And here's Ivy. And stolen by Siakam. He gets that one. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Reedy's checked in for the Pistons. The Pacers also with a sub. Ruff's jacked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
JV Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Ivy.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
McConnell finds Walker. Here's Shepard. Ivy defending. Out to the right wing. For 3, Siakam. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's stolen by Shepard. One-on-one here. Walker with a clean look. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 4. Pass to Ivy. Reed a screen. Driving to the basket. From deep. That one misses. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here's McConnell. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. Jumper is off. And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 4. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Good on the basket.
And that is an important shot. Cunningham understands how to come up big for his team.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Different look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Robinson is subbed in for Ivy. Then for the Pacers, Furphy's checked in, and Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Shepard. Here's Furphy. Now Nesmith. Siakam outside. 4 on the clock. He's off from 3. The Pistons trailing. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. To tie it up. Siakam with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. No good there. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Oh, man! And he jams it in.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
What's up? Another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Cunningham looking it over. It misses. It's Nembhard on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Team second. At the line for the Pistons.
Shoot two.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Cunningham, and there's the dunk.
What a dunk, and what a move.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Pistons.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce.
New notification. Doughboys Allo 847 disconnected from remote play.
And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.